You know that feeling when someone just stays in your head, not because they did anything dramatic, not because they said something perfect, just they're there. A random moment in the middle of your day and boom, they're back again. You're not even trying to think about them, they just show up. Now flip that. Imagine being that person for her, the one she can't shake, the one she replays at 1 a.m. when she's supposed to be sleeping. Not because you looked like a model or said something genius, but because you made her feel something she didn't expect. That's what this video is actually about, not tricks, not some manipulation playbook, just understanding how a woman's brain works and showing up in a way that genuinely sticks. Because here's the thing. Most guys are out here doing everything they think is right, texting back fast, complimenting constantly, being as available as possible, agreeing with everything she says, and still getting forgotten the moment she puts her phone down. Today we're changing that. Here are 7 things that make a woman mentally addicted to you, and none of them have anything to do with your height, your bank account, or your looks. Let's get into it. Number 1. You make her feel seen, not just looked at. Here's the difference. Looking at someone means you notice they're attractive. Seeing someone means you catch what other people walk right past. She mentions offhand that she hates the taste of coffee but still drinks it every single morning. She makes one small comment about her childhood and moves on like it was nothing. She says something funny and then immediately downplays it, and instead of letting it slide, you come back to it. Wait, what did you mean by that earlier? Bro, her brain just lit up, because nobody does that. Most guys are in their heads waiting for their turn to talk. You're the one who is actually listening. That's rare. And rare gets remembered. That's the kind of attention she'll keep coming back for. Number 2, you have somewhere to be. This one sounds almost too simple, but pay attention. When you're always free, always available, always sitting there waiting on her next message, you subconsciously signal that your life is empty, and empty is not attractive. When you end a conversation early because you've got something to handle, training, a project, work, something you're building, you send a message without saying a single word. My life is full. You're welcome in it, but you are not the center of it. Women don't get mentally addicted to men they can completely predict. They get addicted to men who have something going on, men who move, men who are building something, have that life, not as a tactic, as your actual reality. Number 3, you stay calm when she tests you, and she will test you, not always on purpose. But women naturally test the men they're interested in because they need to know if you're actually solid. Will he get defensive if I disagree with him? Will he panic if I go quiet for a day? Will he become a completely different person the moment I push back a little? When you stay calm, not cold, not checked out, but genuinely grounded, you pass that test without even realizing you were in one. That calm becomes something she mentally files under safe. And bro, safe doesn't mean boring. Safe means she can actually let her guard down around you. That's the kind of energy that gets replayed in her head late at night. That's what becomes addictive. Number 4, you leave conversations at the high point. Most guys drag things out until the energy is completely gone. They keep texting until nobody knows what they're even talking about anymore. They stay until the vibe dies. And then they wonder why the next conversation feels flat. Here's the move. End things when the energy is still warm, when she's laughing, when the vibe is good. You say something like, I gotta get back to it, but this was solid, and you're gone. Now her brain has an open loop, no satisfying ending to close out. So she keeps thinking, not about why you left, about when she's going to talk to you again. That's you controlling the energy, not by being cold, not by playing games, just by knowing when to stop. Number 5, you don't pretend to agree with everything. This is where most guys kill it without realizing. You want her to like you, so you mirror whatever she says. She mentions she hates a movie you actually love. Suddenly you hate it too. She has a take on something and you nod along even when you think she's completely off. You think you're being smooth, you're being invisible. Women don't get mentally addicted to yes men. They get addicted to men with their own perspective. When you push back, calm, smile on your face, zero apology in your tone, and say, nah, I actually think the opposite, hear me out, something shifts in her. She stops seeing you as someone performing for her approval. She starts seeing someone real, and here's the truth. You can only get obsessed with something real. Number 6, you leave something to the imagination. You don't have to be mysterious in some cold, unavailable, weird way, but you do have to stop handing everything over at once. Stop explaining yourself every chance you get. Stop filling every silence with more words. Stop answering every question like it's an interview. Give her enough to be curious, not enough to be satisfied. Think about it like a movie trailer. If the trailer shows you the entire film, you don't need to buy a ticket. But if it shows you one scene, one line, one moment that doesn't fully make sense yet, you're hooked. You need to know the rest. Be that. Hint at your depth without revealing all of it. Reference things you haven't fully explained. Make her feel like there's more to discover because there is. Mystery isn't a game. It's just understanding when to hold back. Number 7, you make her feel like she earned your attention. This is the final one, and this is the one most guys completely miss. When your attention is free, handed out to anyone who shows up, available constantly, it means nothing. It has no weight. But when she feels like your focus is something she got because she brought something real to the table, now it means everything. You lit up when she said something clever. You noticed when she actually put in effort. You responded differently when she was genuine versus when she was just filling space. And now she wants to recreate that. She's asking herself, what do I have to say to get that reaction from him again? That's when she's in it. That's when you become the person she's thinking about in the middle of her actual day. Look, none of this is about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about who you actually become when you stop chasing approval and start showing up as yourself, with direction, with calm, with standards, with presence. When you stop performing and start just being. Do that consistently and you won't need to chase anything. She'll be the one wondering how to stay on your radar. If one of these hit different for you, drop it in the comments. I want to know which one you're working on first. And if you haven't seen the video on the signs she's already thinking about you, go watch that one right now. Because if she's already into you and you're missing the signals, bro, we need to fix that immediately. Stay locked in. Peace.